Welcome back to another video, everybody. I got Ford Fest approaching quickly. I leave this week, so as a time reference, which this video will come out a little bit later, but today is Monday. I leave Wednesday. We are fresh off of Autocross, where I got to try out this brand new trailer. So it was a 3-hour drive down North Carolina from Virginia to kind of test it all out, trial it, did a few things with the car to test and trial it. We killed the tires, which is good because I have new ones to go onto the car. So that was one of the targets of that autocross, was to hopefully kill these tires off, and because they're still doing really well. These Bridgestones, I really like them. So I got another set of Bridgestones. They got a lot of events, a lot of runs on them, and they're still doing really good. I'm still like passing really well, but yeah, these ones here, if you can kind of see it, started blistering, and you can start to see cords up there. So that is telling me that I kind of need more negative camber. So to prep for Ford Fest coming up, I am going to do a few changes to the front suspension, hopefully, to get it all dialed in, get the tires changed out. Then for the truck, I need to get the oil changed on it, fuel filter changed. I also have a transmission cooler line that I need to get on there. The tow mirrors, which I might have a video coming out for that later. We'll see. Those tow mirrors, awesome. Great investment for towing a trailer that is bigger than the truck. I can actually see mostly around. I can't see behind the trailer, but I can see to the side. If I kind of look out, I can kind of mostly see around the trailer now, which with the regular standard mirrors I could not, but with the open trailer right there, no problem, seeing around the car. So the trailer towed beautifully, as I knew that it would. Fuel economy though, yeah, that dropped a lot. So I was getting like 15 miles a gallon with the open trailer because it just had the car on it, so it's lighter, more aerodynamic. This trailer, a little bit heavier, but the truck didn't really seem to mind. I think it's more of the aerodynamics of this trailer. Yeah, it has a slight V-nose, but yeah, my fuel economy dropped from 15 to 10. I got 11 coming back. So for a 20-gallon tank that's in the truck, that's 100 miles that I've now lost. So we're gonna be making a lot of fuel stops, I think, on our way to Kentucky for Ford Fest. But yeah, I got a lot of things to do to start getting ready in only 2 days to do them, along with packing and fitting out this trailer with things that I might need. I plan on sleeping in this trailer. I've already tested air mattress, fits right here perfectly. So I'll have an air mattress in here to sleep on. But yeah, I'll need to start fitting out the cabinets and things like that for parts or other things that I might need on the trip. Some creature comforts probably too. I might bring a heater because it's supposed to get down into like the 50s at night. So I will be camping, so I'll have the 30 amp power supply to hook up to the trailer. So that will be really nice. So I'll have AC power in the trailer. All right, with that, let me start getting to work. Additionally, right before going down to this last autocross, I had the brake boot, the Hydro Boost power steering line start leaking. So had to replace that last minute right before this autocross. I've had a transmission cooler line that has been weeping for a while. These trucks are kind of really known for that. So I finally got the lines. I'm only going to replace the one right now that is actually weeping, which luckily is just, I think it's the easiest one. It goes to the auxiliary cooler in the front and then to the main cooler. So not actually anything that goes back to the whole transmission. So hopefully that is fairly easy to get fixed out. For those of you that aren't familiar with Ford Fest, it is all Ford vehicles, all Ford powered vehicles, I should clarify. It's out in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and I signed up for the Grand Champion, which is autocross, 3S, and drag racing. I've never drag raced before. Well, I've drag raced once in my Fox body, but with this car, never drag raced, and the Fox body was more than 10 years ago. So really looking forward to it. It's gonna be interesting because I don't have a tack in the car, so I'm gonna have to, I think what I'm gonna do for that is calculate what my shift RPM will be at the speeds. So I'll be able to look at the speedometer, which is working and accurate, fairly accurate, and be able to know when I need to shift. And just being able to listen to the car. But once you're up those upper RPMs, it's kind of, I don't want to be hitting rev limiter basically. But really looking forward to Ford Fest, looking forward to checking out. So there's a car show, there's drifting, there's off-roading, there's drag racing, there's the autocross, and probably missing a few other things, but I am really looking forward to it. So if you guys are going to be at Ford Fest, come find me. I really would love to talk and meet some people that actually watch these videos. It'd be really awesome. But I got a 12-hour drive. I need to make sure that the truck is all ready, which I have confidence in this truck. This is a good truck, Duramax diesel. Nothing's going to go wrong with it, but just need to do prevent maintenance to get it ready and then get the car ready. So it is going to be the fastest that it can be, hopefully, at the event. I want to do really well during the autocross. I'm feeling really good right now. I've had a couple events that have gone really well with the car, so my confidence is really high right now with it. And I got brand new tires, which I'll show shortly, but preventive maintenance, let's get on it. As normal, what you think is an easy job turns into a much bigger project. So yeah, front bumper is on the ground. I had to pull the front bumper to be able to get this line out of there. I think, at least, I haven't quite got it all the way out yet, but that seemed to be probably the best way to get it out because it kind of goes underneath or above a cross beam that can't unbolt or anything like that. So I think I could be able to just kind of pull this out of the front. This is my last project before pretty much done on the truck. Oil is being changed, fuel filter is changed. I just need to get this line out, which yeah, has grown into a little bit bigger project as normal. So let's get cracking. All right, the Duramax is done. Maybe I didn't need to take off the front bumper to be able to get that hose out, but it sure made it easier. Not quite sure. But time to work on the Mustang. So at the last autocross, we killed the front tires. So I don't know if you can see that too well, but yeah, you can see cords showing on this one, and there's some other blistering spots. So this was the one that was being loaded the most, going through that back sweeper and probably through some other parts of the course. So it got the most wear on it, and yeah, I was planning on killing these tires anyways because I got some brand new ones sitting right out there. So they are also some Bridgestone RE71 RSs. I really like these tires. So this is actually the first time that I've gone with the same exact tire. So every other time I've had to switch tires, I've gone to a different manufacturer to try them out. So I've tried the Falcon RT660s, the Nankang CRS, I think it is, then the Bridgestones, and now I'm going with another set of Bridgestones, but this time I'm changing from the 295s to 285s out there. So from watching videos of the suspension working on this car, I can kind of see that the tire is flexing a lot. And that's because I have it kind of pinched in a little bit. These are 18 by 10.5s, by the way. So with the 285, I'm hoping to have more of a stretched tire. You know, it's not gonna be stretched a lot, but just a little bit more stretch, that hopefully the tire won't move around quite as bit, and I'll have more precise steering and everything and feel. So we will see how that works out. But I think the tires will be fast. The car will be fast on any set of tires really at this point. Yes, bigger is usually better, but I think for this instance, for autocross, for feel, for preciseness getting around the corners, I think the 285 is going to be a better setup for these 10.5s and for this car. So I need to get these tires pulled off so I can get those ones that are changed out. Luckily, I do have a tire machine in my other garage, so I'll be able to do that in-house and get this all knocked out. Bridgestones are notorious for being very hard to mount, and I had a very hard time mounting these ones. Hopefully the 285s being a little bit smaller maybe will help out a little bit. We'll see, but I need to jump on that so I can try to get all 4 of these changed out and get the car almost ready. I might do a few other changes. I'm seeing how much time I have to be able to knock that out. Thinking about some suspension stuff to, you know, try to get a little bit more negative camber up there. Something that I've been trying to do for a while now, so I'm not killing that outer front. It's a new day. It's Tuesday, so I leave tomorrow, and I'm doing some suspension work on the Mustang. So I'm trying to get that more negative camber, trying to get to that 4 degrees. I was so close. I was at negative 3 3/4, but doing a little bit of work on the rod ends to twist it out one more turn and see if that will get me a little bit closer. I don't want to go out any more than that. I'm getting really close to not being threads out, but to that 1.5 safety factor that you want to have of diameter to thread engagement. So want to try to stay as close to that as possible. So I don't want to go out turn it out any more than it is, which they're not turned out really all that much, but you obviously have to have them turned out some to have the jam nut on there. So you got at least the thickness of the jam nut, but I'm going to do another turn out on them to push the lowers out and try to get a little bit more negative camber out of there. But almost done with that. And then I also got the tires all mounted yesterday, if I hadn't mentioned that earlier. So they're looking good. As normal, Bridgestones are kind of a pain. The back, I was able to get to the bead to seat with like 20 to 30 PSI, which is normal. But the fronts, yeah, it took like 80 PSI for those ones to finally seat the bead. And that was slowly bumping it up, you know, 50, 60, 70, sometimes 80 PSI. I think it was around 70 most of the times. There's where it started to move. I would spray some soap in there to help it start to move, but you just watch it and it would slowly start to go, and then it would pop. But those are all done. So we get the car all finished up, and then we can get her loaded up into the trailer for the long trip. And I still got other things that I need to pack into the trailer for my camping that I'm doing, and then I still need to do food. I made a list of all the food that I'm getting, so I still need to go shopping for that. So still a lot to do and not very much time left, but we'll get there. And it's the road to the Ford Fest. You know, there's always something that comes up that you want to get done on the car or something like that right before an event, but we'll make it. No last minute changes at this point. Let's go. All right, the Mustang is all loaded up. We are ready to go. Got a whole bunch of stuff down in here for camping and drinking and fixing parts, hopefully, that I don't need to do. We got stuff loaded up there. Well, I did it. I got the car all fixed up. ready to go for Ford Fest. We got the truck all fixed up, ready to go for the long drive. It's looking like it's going to be 12 hours. That's not including any kind of fuel stops, food stops, all that stuff. I'm thinking with the tow mileage now, I'm going to have to stop probably 4 times just on the drive there. So that's not the best, but you know, it is what it is. Unfortunately, Ashley's not able to go with me. She's got work, not able to get off at this time for this. So I'm making the drive by myself, which really kind of sucks. Nice to have somebody to ride with me, maybe switch out driving some for that long drive. I'll probably have to make a stop somewhere and, you know, to get some rest. We'll see. It's only like 12 hours. So if I leave early in the morning, it's, you know, just a full day, but we'll see how it goes. But thank you guys for watching, and Ford Fest, here we come.